Hey, what's going on, guys? Trucker Jay back. Kind of wanted to do a video on something that I messed up on. So, I'm sitting here in Nashville, Tennessee. Good old Nashville. Great place if you haven't come here. If you're into country music, pretty cool place. So, anyways, so I'm here at the truck stop, the TA, which is over across from the stadium, which, if I wasn't getting glared by this tanker in the sunshine right now, I could probably see it. So what I did was I got here yesterday. Today's Sunday, so I got here yesterday about 5 p.m. and was meeting up with a friend of mine. Was gonna hang out, just do like a 10 or 12 hour break here, and then I was gonna get on the road and get going today. I like to run on recaps instead of having to sit here in one location for a day and a half, have to do a 34-hour reset. I generally don't like doing that. If you're sitting, you're not getting paid. And if you're like most people, everybody likes money, so they want to get paid. So what I messed up on is I got here yesterday and I did not click, or I thought I clicked but didn't work. I did not go on off-duty break. So, had the truck parked. I didn't drive, I didn't go anywhere. And I got up early this morning. My friend of mine left. She caught a plane at 2 o'clock this morning. So I'm up, smoking a cigarette, hit the Qualcomm driver tech, whatever you guys want to call it, and noticed that I got the red message, you're out of time, don't drive. So I'm like, well, that's not right, because I clicked off-duty break yesterday. Apparently I did not. So what ended up happening yesterday is it ran my whole entire clock out. So I ran off of recaps, and normally we're supposed to get time back, and that's not what happened. So basically, I'm stuck here doing a 34-hour reset. Not really too thrilled about it. At the same point though, last day I've had off was actually 2 weeks ago, because I got back from Alaska and I started working on Monday, so today's Sunday, so it's been about 2 weeks. Now if it was during the week, I could have called my company, talked to the safety department and said, hey, look, I messed up. You can see I haven't been driving since 5 o'clock yesterday. Meant to go off duty break, yada, yada, yada. He could log in and adjust and fix my time, so therefore I wouldn't have any issues. Well, it's Sunday, they're not there, so I can't do it. So basically, as of right now, I still have 20 hours and 50 minutes before I can drive. So it's a little frustrating. They went ahead and found a load for me already. One, just in case I didn't want to go back out. If I wanted to do a 34, I could take the load on Monday. So at this point, I'm just gonna stay here, do the 34-hour break, and then head back out tomorrow once my time, sorry, the sun's beaming through. Once my time comes back, and then just pick up this load. This load pickup time is between, I think, midnight, 12:01 till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a short run, it's only like 300 miles, and I think it's only like 50 miles away from where I'm at now. So it's not too bad of a load. It's not a great load, but it gets me moving, gets me going somewhere else that I can get a bigger load. So I just want to show you guys the driver tech here. Try to hide my information because there's crazies out here on YouTube, and I don't like to have my real name and everything out here. So if you can see right here, it says off duty, end of shift, you are out of time on your 70-hour duty limit, do not drive. So if you see right there where it says 34-hour reset, it's at 20:48:50 and counting down. So I could not drive again until that 34-hour reset is at 0. Now, typically what I do, like I said before, is I drive anywhere between 9 hours a day. I shut down, I find a parking spot at a truck stop semi early, that way I can find one. And as the days go by, I ended up getting hours back at midnight. So the way that it works out with the recaps is that it goes, you get the time back that you had 7 days prior. So here's my logs. This is what I've ran. So yesterday I drove 634 miles. I drove for 10 hours and 30 minutes, and I was on duty for 718. This is the part right here that I messed up on. See, you don't want to have very much on duty time. You want it to be just a little bit of time. You go on for your pre-trip inspection, your post-trip inspection, fueling up, loading and unloading. You shouldn't really have too much time if you do it right, because it's all about managing your time. So the way that recaps would have worked is that it goes back 7 days from where you are on today's date. Now it's a little messed up here because I have to have safety fix it. The check marks mean that I have certified the loads. Since I've had the error here and here, or here on the 30th, I have not certified the load yet because I want them to adjust it and fix it. So let's just say that this is perfect and I didn't have any issues. Today is the 31st. So if I still had time on my clock, on my 70-hour clock, then, or if I didn't, I could run off of recaps, which means 7 days I would get time back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is today's date, the 31st. My recap would have been what I ran on 3/24. So I drove for 7 hours and 18 minutes on the 24th, which was 7 days prior. So at midnight tonight, I would have ended up getting back 7 hours and 18 minutes. Now tomorrow would be the 1st. It would go back 7 days, and that would take me to the 25th. On the 25th, I drove for 5 hours and 19 minutes. That's the amount of time that I would have gotten back. And so on and so on. The 2nd would have been here. The 3rd would have been here. The 4th would have been here. And so on. So it is quite possible to pretty much run every single day. If you run off of recaps, you don't have to do a 34-hour reset where you're sitting in one spot for a day and a half, not being able to drive, not, getting miles, not getting money. So it's very important that you guys pay attention and that you watch your clock. So what I do, and I've been doing this for a little while, I've never had any problems, never had any issues. If somebody else has been on here driving longer than I have, has something different to say, please comment below. But I do my pre-trip inspection in the morning. I click on duty. I'm on duty for 10 to 15 minutes. I do my pre-trip inspection, I go off of duty. When I go to fuel up, I will click on duty for 5 minutes. I'll start my fueling. I will come back and click off duty break. That's 5 minutes of fueling. When I go and drop off a load or pick up a load, I will click on, you always click break as soon as you show up. So if you are trying to wait in line to get in through the gate to either pick up or drop off, click off duty break. You're saving your time. Once you get through and you're going to drop off your load, then you click on duty, unload, or on duty, offload for 5 minutes. Once that's done, you click back off duty break. You want to save as much time as you can. You can only drive for 11 hours a day. You can only be on duty or driving for 14 hours a day. In the first 8 hours, you have to take a mandatory DOT break. Once you take that 30-minute break, you get the remaining hours back to you. So 5-minute fuel stop, 5-minute load and unload, 10 to 15-minute pre-trip inspection. That is all the time on duty that you should really see over here. Now, there's been a couple of times where I got tied up in what I was doing, I forgot about going off duty, or maybe it just took a couple more minutes to do whatever it is I was doing. And I don't know what happened here on the 28th. I must have seriously forgot to do something, because having 40 minutes of on-duty time is an awful lot. And it takes away from the hours that you get back after your DOT break, so you can continue to go driving. So that's basically what I want to reiterate to you guys, is that pay attention, watch your clock, learn what it is you can and can't do to maximize your time. The more time you have, the more time you can drive, you get paid by the mile, the more money that you get per mile. So keep that in mind, guys. So as always, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you guys have any videos you want me to do, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, make a comment down below, or you can send me an email. It is on my description part of the page all the way to the right. It does have a breakdown of a little bit of a background of me and my contact information on where you can reach me. So please like it. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Hit the bell down below if you want to get notified when I put new videos out. And share it. If you know people that are coming in, someone that is thinking about getting into the industry, if you want something straightforward and right and what's going on now, I'd be a good person to subscribe to. So again, thank you very much for you guys checking out my videos. Hope everybody has a safe weekend. As always, look out for yourself and others. And until next time, Trucker J is out.